you would have to be with somebody else, and I can't even think about that, so I'm not dying. When you see lightning, you want to hear the thunder. When I hear your fart, I want to smell the fart. We fit right into each other. If you were my boss, I'd be very scared of you.
I like getting things done. But I care about... We seem like siblings. Like telling on each other to mom and dad.
We just might be.
Oh, well... This week, we're switching it up from talking about my husband, Suketu. That's right. We're talking about me. I'm sharing the signs that I am secure and stable and content in my relationship with my husband and why we're so great for each other. For anyone in a relationship, you can absolutely relate to these, I promise, because I guarantee you've experienced these situations once or twice. And if you're not in a relationship, this still applies to you because you should be looking for these signs when you're searching for a partner. Let's get into this Half Past crew.
Welcome to
Half Past Ja.
Guys, welcome back to another episode of Half Past Ja. My name is Suketu.
My name is Hallie.
If you can't already tell, we're an interracial couple. I am Indian.
I'm so white.
And that's what we talk about. We talk about being an interracial couple. We talk about being in a relationship. But we also get questions from you because you guys go to www.halfpastja.com where you submit your own questions and stories. And that's where you read the weekly blog that this beautiful lady over here writes every single week.
Stop it.
We release new podcast episodes every Monday at 7 a.m. And we just want to make sure that you subscribe, like this video, because it helps the algorithm so much. If you're watching on Spotify or Apple Podcast, make sure you follow us, give us 5 stars. It helps so much to get discovered further. So thank you. Thank you all for spending your Monday here. We really appreciate it. Settle in, get cozy, and grab your cha. All right, Hallie, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about, not to put a number on it, but we are, 5 signs that she, as in me, and probably most other women, are secure in their relationship.
Then why do you yell at me?
It's a great question. Isn't that what the title is? Why does my wife yell at me? I think that's what we're titling it. Right?
Why? I don't get it. I feel like I am a perfect human in every way, and even better husband.
We're going to dive right in. Number 1 is she yells at you. I yell at you. Why do you think I yell at you?
Listen,
mister.
I think you really just don't like me.
You think I don't like you?
Why don't you like me?
In what ways? Okay. First off, I'm not a yeller. I have a mean tone.
I've pushed your buttons where you've yelled.
Rarely.
2 times in my life. I remember them very well. They're ingrained right up here.
What were they? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Okay. I
don't want to talk about it, but because you're here, might as well just say it on the internet. You yelled at me because I was being a penny pincher for just a second, and you got really mad about that.
Okay. Do you remember in detail the situation? Was it constructive? Was it because I was mad, or was it because I was trying to get something across to you that you weren't understanding any other way? Because I've had to do that, and I hate that.
Okay.
Because that's not who I am.
I was being a little ridiculous. I was being how do I explain it?
You're being hard-headed.
I was being stubborn. I get that.
Obnoxious.
And I think I
stingy.
Okay, my goodness.
These words are just coming to mind so easily.
Okay, well, these things that I was being accused of, I think I took it too far, and it kind of, there's a barrier, right? There's a barrier of like, I'm gonna stay cool, calm, collected, and I broke through that barrier for you.
Which it does not happen easily.
Yeah. But I feel like because you're with me, I feel like that barrier has gotten weaker over time.
Oh, whose fault is that?
This guy.
Yeah.
I understand. Why do you think I have made your barrier so weak?
You've made my patience run so thin. I used to be the most laid back, stress-free, carefree, patient individual that there ever was. And I remember when this tension started building, I don't know, something about spending your time with the person you love most. They know how to push your buttons. You know how to push my buttons. You know what makes me tick. You know what makes me so frustrated. And I swear sometimes you do it on purpose. I don't know.
I want to go back to exactly what you just said about how over time it's changed, right?
Yeah.
Because like you used to be chill.
Yeah.
Like in high school, what would you say? Like your grades weren't the best, but you didn't really care about your grades, right? And then I came into your life and I was like, you should probably care about your grades. And that stressed you out more and changed who you were. Because like in college, you were a completely different person. You cared about your grades. You wanted to get straight A's.
So lame, yeah.
And it made you so much more tense of a person. Mm-hmm. And I apologize for that.
That on top of many other things. I mean, do you see the money situation too?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. Like,
But I'm way better at it now. Sometimes. Here and there.
You are better, and I'm acknowledging the process. However, the progress. I'm acknowledging the progress and the process. However, it has proved to be still a challenge for us. I mean, arguably, that's the biggest roadblock in our marriage. It's hard.
Yeah.
Because we don't always see eye to eye on things. We have our goals that we have established goals that we want to reach. However, our ways of getting there are different. One is a lot more understanding. One is a lot more, you think the world is going to end.
I have always grown up in a panic situation, I guess. Panic is comfortable for me.
Ew.
Does that make sense though? Like
you like being stressed out?
Being in a stressful situation, being in like under pressure is I don't feel like it feels in the moment like I'm not comfortable, but I seek out those situations because I'm so used to them. So now that has become a comfort of mine.
See, that's funny because discomfort makes me uncomfortable. It does not make me feel at ease.
Yeah.
Being comfortable makes me feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's interesting that you say that because I am complete opposite. That's why I was so chill before I met you because that was my whole upbringing of being so chill and relaxed. And what have you done to me? Let's
I
move
thought we were
past
talking
it.
about why you're secure in this relationship, not why you're not secure.
I know. So to just kind of, tie all the things up, aside from the money, right? Because that's a big one. What are some other reasons that I get upset with you? And let's not say yell because I really don't yell.
You don't yell.
And if I do yell, it's
Okay.
about money or something else.
I'm on my phone.
Okay.
It's a big one. I get that one. I hate being on my phone. Number 2 is if I don't help in the kitchen, which I will always clean the dishes, but sometimes Hallie wants help with the cooking side of things. So and I'll be parking my butt on the couch.
What are you doing?
I'm watching some YouTube. And so that's probably annoying, because you're working away in the kitchen and I'm just sitting. Anyways, she gets mad at me for that. And then what else? That's about it. You don't really get mad at me for anything else.
One of the biggest things recently which I probably don't handle it the right way, and I admit that, but one thing that I get so frustrated with you is that you're not confident in yourself. You need to be more confident in yourself.
It's a great point. Yeah. The reason I'm not confident, okay, the reason whenever I graduated college, I was freaking confident. You remember that? Do you remember?
Yeah, your ego was through the
Like
roof.
I was,
but it's good.
I was
good.
like at a high, and same as high school. When I went through high school, I was very confident. When I went through college, I was very confident. Then I got out of college, and I felt like high school and college, I had full control of what I was doing. And now there's a lot of external factors that I have to deal with that have made me lose confidence. Like, for example, when you're applying to a job and you get a rejection, right? That's an external force. Like, I can't do anything about that. Even if I prepped my hardest, like I did everything right. I answered all the questions right. And then that happening over and over and over again, I think that can deter your confidence. Not just jobs, but like other people. Like you start interacting with less people when you get out of college. You're only interacting with the people that you are working with,
And
or
me.
You
and family and friends,
and so,
which your family likes you no matter what.
Whereas in college, like you meet new people every day, you're talking, you're explaining who you are, you get to share different experiences, and it's just so different. So like now I feel like the way that I'm going to be able to become more confident again is to just go out and do more things, whether it be go shoot video like I used to, or photos, and meet new people. But that's the only thing I can think of.
Confidence is something that you have to work on so much to be able to build it. And it's taken me a long time to even get a fraction of what I want. It's taken me so long to get there.
You have like exponentially growth in terms of confidence.
Yeah.
Oh
my gosh.
Your high school, you were and then college, you were like not confident.
Yeah.
And then right as you graduated, here and there, you started this podcast, boom, shot through the roof.
Yeah. It's because I got so much more comfortable. Like for example, we're sitting here doing this in front of a camera. It's so much easier for me to talk. I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. This podcast has helped me in so many ways. And one of them being that I'm so much more confident in being on video, having pictures taken of me, talking to people. I still have my times where I feel really uncomfortable. I feel really awkward. And sometimes people's other awkward energy rubs off on me and then I feel awkward. So that's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But it's helped me so much. And just to kind of wrap that up, I hope that it's had the same effect on you. And it has a little bit. It definitely has. It's helped you to get really good and really comfortable at talking still, which I mean, you were always good at it. So I'm not knocking for that.
Like the difference is like I am way more natural when it comes to the podcast. Whereas like when I used to make videos, not anymore, but like when I used to make videos like a long time ago, it was I was trying to be over energetic, whereas like in real life, I'm not that energetic, right? And so this one, it just feels so much natural and so it's just easier to talk to.
So I want to ask you a question. With all the things that we just brought up, would you rather me call you out on things?
Yeah.
Or not?
Yeah, call me out.
Would you rather me let things go?
No. Don't let things go. Because if you let things go, then it's just like, I'll never be better.
Mm-hmm. So you want me to care?
Yeah.
So I call you out on things. I yell at you. I get upset with you because I care. And I can do that because I am very comfortable and stable in this relationship because I want you to be better. I want to push you to be the man that I know you can be.
I 100% agree with that.
Yeah. Because if we don't hold each other accountable, then who will? I mean, obviously hold yourself accountable, but I'm here too. And I see a different side of you than what you see within yourself.
So if she has the confidence to tell you to get your crap together, that means she loves you.
Yeah. If she doesn't, that's not a good sign. I will say, for example, you were saying when I cook and you just sit on your ass on the couch, that does bother me because I know that you could, I mean, not even that you have to help me just do things in the kitchen. Okay, that's going to sound insane to some people. You can relax, okay? But if you said that you wanted to do something, I want to film my finance video. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I see you just sitting while I'm also busy doing something. It's like, get it done. And then we can actually relax and have dinner together because during dinner, you're going to be worried about that thing. And I see that and I'm like, oh.
If you were my boss, I'd be very scared of you.
I like getting things done. But I care about relaxing. I love when we relax together. I don't want anyone to take that away. I think the main message that I'm trying to convey here is that I push you to be better and I call you out on things because I care so much about your growth and development and who you are as a person.
It's fantastic. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I would hope that you call me out on things
I call
too.
you out.
You do. And you drive me crazy, but it's good. It's good.
It's a good thing.
It is. And that's what makes a marriage work, I think, is that, like, I know people that are like, oh, well, like, I'm so mad at them because they didn't do this thing. And I'll be like, okay, well, did you tell them that you wanted to do that thing or you wanted that done? And they're like, no. Okay, well, how can you expect for them to do it or them to know if you don't tell them?
Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
It's crazy.
It is. Moving on. Number 2. This is kind of one that I just, thought was funny. If I bite your shoulder or like if I bite you or if like I tease you or you know that TikTok that you saw?
Yeah.
It was like a signs that your girl's happy, like whatever. If she just randomly bites you or shows like little gestures of affection. Yeah, thank you. I couldn't think of the word. If she just shows like random odd signs of affection, then I mean she's happy and she feels stable. And I can totally attest to that. So I'm thinking any trip we've been on, and I think most recently when we went to New York City for the last time, which is my favorite place, we went and we weren't even there yet. We were in the Indianapolis airport and we were just standing there. We were about to board our flight and we just had our suitcases and everything. And I just put my head on your shoulder. I was getting close to you. I was happy. I was carefree. And I just like bit your shoulder like that. And you laughed so hard. And I was so confused. And I was like, what? Like, I don't know. I didn't think anything of it. I just did it, not thinking. And you're like, oh my God, I just saw this TikTok. And it says, if your woman feels secure and happy in her relationship, then she bites you. Which, I mean, obviously there's so many more other things you can do than biting. But like, that was the first thing that came to mind. So bite your significant other.
It's fantastic advice, if you ask me. But no, I think like the little things like that or them initiating anything, like when it comes to like just holding your hand or touching your shoulder or holding your arm,
playing with the hair,
like that is very important.
Yeah, that, and just like constantly also giving you compliments and reassuring you, and
that builds confidence.
It does. Yeah, lots of things. So all these are kind of signs that you're in a healthy relationship. It's just, and that goes into the next one, is being so comfortable in front of you. Like I allow myself to be comfortable because I feel so safe and you're not going to judge me and we just have a good thing going. And you also feel that way around me. See, like if you were on edge around me, I wouldn't necessarily feel like I could be myself around you. And there, again, with the TikToks, there's always this thing that I see where it's like people go through an awkward stage in their relationship. Did we ever do that?
No, we never had an awkward stage.
I think
before we started dating, I like was very conscious about the way I acted just in certain things, because I did like this one weird thing about a grapefruit, and then that kind of like, and then I started to watch myself a little more. I think I got really comfortable.
That video?
I got really comfortable really fast, and I think I got way too comfortable. And then when I did that thing, and then I was like, man, I got to watch what I say, what I do. But yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, it's scarring.
Etched in my mind.
In my brain of the way you reacted. Anyways.
Yeah, if you guys don't know what we're talking about.
Don't look it up.
Don't look it up. Just forget we even said that. I wish you could put like a clip here, but that would not be safe for YouTube.
Literally be demonetized.
Even though it's literally on YouTube. But yeah, I think it's so important. If I were with somebody that I didn't feel that way about, then I wouldn't be able to be myself. Like I will say, not that it was an awkward stage, but when, I don't know, you'd known me as we were friends, then we started dating and I was good. And then I think I got nervous once we started dating, weirdly, because I didn't feel like I could be my craziest self around you. I could, but there was just for me, it's because I'm shy, or at least I used to be. I'm not so much anymore. But
it was fantastic.
Then me being shy?
No, it just like that first like month of dating, like it was so fantastic because it was like my first real relationship.
Same.
It was awesome.
Yeah. And
it was so new.
Yeah. But I mean, to the point of being comfortable, you showed me really kind of who you were. You were not afraid to be yourself or be goofy or be psychotic or crazy or just funny. You would do whatever. And that was, again, with our first interaction even. Like, you made me laugh so hard. And that immediately just opened up the door for me to feel so much more comfortable around you. And then I was like, oh, I can be myself around this guy. He accepts me. He makes me feel seen, and he matches my energy. That's one of the biggest things too, is that we definitely match each other's energy.
I agree with that one. Big time.
We do, because we're both like crazy. We have the same stupid sense of humor.
It'd be hard. I know that there's a lot of like TikToks I've seen where it's like the couple has different energy levels. Like the guy's usually like the boring one, and then the girl's like super crazy.
Yeah.
It'd be hard.
It would be hard. I mean, yeah, I love that we can watch the same movies together and we think they're funny, and the same shows, and we watch TikToks together because our feeds are both really funny, and just being able to do those sorts of things. I can't imagine not having that, because again, like I know people that are like, oh, well, I don't want them to know that about me, or I don't laugh at that in front of them. They don't find that funny, so like we don't do that. Oh, I don't know. To me, that tells me that we're made for each other, don't you think?
I think so. We're like two puzzle pieces.
Like two peas in a pod.
Yeah.
Two little peas in a pod.
Exactly. We fit right into each other.
One of the biggest things I think that establishes comfortability in a relationship is farting in front of each other. When was the first time you farted in front of me?
I think it was like first week of dating.
Really?
Pretty positive.
I feel like
I feel like you thought it was funny back then. Now, it's not funny. It's a crime.
No, because it's deadly, and you don't tell me, and I'll take a big breath through my mouth, and then next thing I know, I'm choking.
Listen,
because
sometimes if you let the poison stay in you, it's gonna kill you.
I get that, and I
let the poison out.
I understand that. All right, there are people that I've heard of that, for real, don't believe in holding in their farts. Okay, there are some people that do, some people that don't, but I understand getting it out, okay?
Yeah.
Because we eat a lot of crazy stuff, like all that Red 40 and those Doritos. I love my Doritos, but I consume a lot of Red 40. I get it.
That's not good.
No. And so I get you want to let it out. But tell me.
I will. I will tell you. I usually tell you. But when I don't tell you, it's because I don't know if it is going to be a fart.
What else could it be?
I don't know. I just feel like, there's a little bit of air in my stomach. And sometimes I'm like, oh, this isn't a fart, it's just air.
No, if it comes out of your ass, it's a fart.
I'll keep that in mind for next time.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It is a fart. And especially when we're driving and you'll just randomly roll down the windows, and I'm like, that's funny. Why is he rolling? Sometimes I don't think anything of it, and then I choke, and
no. If the windows are down, you can't smell anything. So
it's okay, dude. That is so not true. You're like 2 feet away from me, but you see, again, it used to be funny. It's not funny anymore because he doesn't tell me, and it kills me. And again, in relationships, that's a huge predictor that your partner feels
safe,
secure,
insecure,
content, happy. But my advice to you, tell them before you, or get up and walk across the room. I mean, you have at least, like a 5-second warning, I would say, before it comes out.
Well,
do that.
I will make sure next time.
You will?
Yeah.
Do you promise right here on the podcast?
No. But like sometimes I don't know. Like I said, I don't know when it comes out sometimes.
Where were we yesterday?
I remember.
You were like, I have to, and like you didn't even have, like you didn't get to say I have to fart before it came out. Where were we? We were somewhere.
We were walking at the park.
Oh my God, it was so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Thank God nobody was around. We also had ice cream last night.
I can't eat ice cream. We gotta stop the ice cream. I literally can't eat ice cream. I am going to die the next time I eat ice cream. It's bad.
Why?
I am lactose intolerant, 100%.
But you grew up drinking.
Yes, whole milk. I know.
Yeah, what happened?
I can't do it anymore. Okay, let's move on. I'm sad about it as well.
Are you sad?
Yeah, I love ice cream.
I fart in front of you, which means I'm comfortable.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I wish you'd do it more often.
But I move. I don't
No.
I don't
Sometimes
just like
if I
submerge
hear
you
the
in
fart,
it.
like just for example, when you hear thunder, you want to hear when you see
Wait, what?
lightning, you want to hear the thunder. When I hear your fart, I want to smell the fart. I'm just saying, like if
Okay, everybody's is too comfortable in a relationship.
I mean if you're gonna fart, might as well smell it, because you gotta know if it's like all right, or if it's like deadly gas.
So do you breathe yours in?
Who doesn't breathe
Do
in
you
their
low
own fart?
key kind of like the
If
way
you
it
don't
smells?
breathe in your own fart, you're lying.
Do you like the way it smells though? That's the question.
There's some out there.
What?
There's some that are fine, but then there are ones that are not fine. And in those cases, I do have to move away from the situation. So
I don't like that you're nodding like that. You're like,
yeah.
ugh,
Yeah.
what? Okay, comment down below if you low key like the way your farts smell. I don't.
We've talked about farting way too long at this point.
Next one is I snitch on you. It's not a real one. I just kind of made it up actually because I was thinking about it. I snitch on you to your mother.
I don't like that one.
That means I'm comfortable. It means I'm comfortable with you. It means I'm comfortable with her. And I'll be like, guess what Suketu did? And she'll be like, what? And then I'll be like, okay, so perfect example. Actually, Suketu's mom has a huge garden, okay, which is fantastic because we get tons of fresh tomatoes, cucumbers, so many things. I sliced up cucumber for you from her garden, and I gave it to you for lunch. I come back 5 minutes later and it was gone. I was like, wow, you must have really liked that cucumber. I went to go throw something away in the trash. You'd thrown the cucumber away.
I threw away one piece of the cucumber.
3. I have a picture. I wish we could place right here.
There was like 12 pieces. I threw away 3. Not a big deal.
And I told your mom.
Yeah.
I did.
It wasn't worthy of telling my mom.
She deserved to know. She deserved to know. She deserved to know, everybody. And we love to gossip about you. It honestly just... Like I love when she says that you're too tight on money. She'll be like, why?
She's just as tight on money. I don't know what she's talking about.
But she's more in it's her mindset that's different. Her mindset's a little bit more open.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
You don't like that one? You don't like that I brought that up? I think it's
like
funny. Ladies, do you talk to your mother-in-law or future mother-in-law about her son, about your partner, about your whatever? It's fun. You should. Because you can like really get some hot goss going.
Unless
okay?
your in-laws or your partner's parents don't know about you. In that case, that's a sucky situation.
Maybe don't in that scenario.
Maybe don't do that.
Then they'll be like, what? What do you mean?
Who are you? That's what they would say.
You're with my son? You're with my daughter? Huh? What? Yeah, maybe read the room. Read the room a little bit. Yeah, I think that's probably smart, right?
Yeah, very smart.
Yeah. I don't like when you talk to my parents about me.
I love it. See?
Ew, you have like an evil look in your eye.
I love it.
Oh.
I love it because then I get to tell them about all the things that you did to me.
Same.
So I guess we're just gonna play that game then.
We seem like siblings. Like telling on each other to mom and dad.
We just might be.
Oh, well, look at Can I see your arm?
Yeah.
I don't look anything like you.
We were born in opposite sides of the earth.
Yes. So I think there's
With the
slim to
same
none.
mother.
Nope. That's not true. That would be so messed up if that were the case.
Messed up.
Yeah, I'm really glad we're not siblings or step siblings for that matter.
Or half siblings.
Especially not step
Or
siblings.
related in any way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be really wrong. You know, we're married. We don't have a family someday.
Oh, that'd be
I don't
bad.
want them to be related.
No, that'd be bad.
So I think it's pretty safe to say there's a slim to none chance that we are any part related.
We're not.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. Are you?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Very happy.
That makes me feel really secure in our relationship, knowing that we're not related. So don't seek out anybody that you might be related to. Think of the repercussions of that. Don't do it.
I echo that exact statement. Good job, Hallie.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more.
You're doing a service for the world.
That's what I'm here for. with that, the next one, on a bit more of a serious note, my biggest fear is not you cheating on me. It's not you divorcing me. It's you dying.
Interesting. I get this one because then you would have to be with somebody else, and I can't even think about that. So I'm not dying.
You would haunt me if I were with somebody else.
I'd kill that man.
Yeah.
Or woman.
We're really progressive on this show.
I don't know where you're gonna go, but anyways, I think I would kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would haunt them?
No, this is what I would do. You would be going on a date, and they would, pick you up, right? Because they're respectful. They better pick you up.
What if they honked?
And so that would kill them.
Okay.
Anyways, they're about to come pick you up. Okay. So they get out of the car, and right as they're about to get out of the car, there's a trigger that blows the car up.
Like a bomb?
No, not a bomb.
Then what?
You can't say that out loud.
Like
but
what?
I'm saying it's just a trigger to make the car explode. So
like a bomb.
No. I'm just saying, be careful. If I end up dying and you're going on a date, just be careful. Because that person might be in danger.
They might not want to drive their car.
They might not want to drive the car. If they came up on a bicycle, you're good to go. Just get on the back of the bicycle and you're fine.
You already know you're not getting laid with a bicycle.
Yeah.
No. That went a completely different direction than I was hoping.
But this makes sense, right? Dying is a lot scarier than anything else because then it just ends right there.
Well, yeah, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
It's the scariest thing to me because, when you're in a healthy relationship, you don't usually have many concerns. Again, I'm not worried about you cheating on me. I'm not worried about us divorcing. I'm not worried about, the inevitable stupid little arguments that we have. I don't care because it's whatever.
But death.
It's
pretty sad.
That's my biggest fear.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen. Do you feel that way about me? What if I died?
That'd be bad. It'd be really bad.
And if you're dating somebody else, I would kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad you would.
I mean, that's fair.
Because...
Or maybe you, then we're dead together.
Oh my God, Romeo and Juliet.
Till death do us part.
Oh my God. Anyways, I think it'd be very hard. Anybody who goes through that, there's times when people get sick, right? It's so hard. And I've seen people go through it and it's just not a good time.
No, I mean, to me, that's the true vow of your marriage. I mean, literally in your vows is, in sickness and in health till death do us part. We're so fortunate in so many ways that our biggest concern is each other dying.
Yeah.
Right? Whatever. We're healthy. We're happy. We have so many things. We have so many good friends and family in our lives. We're so fortunate and we are so lucky that that's not something that we have to deal with because there are so many couples and individuals out there that have to deal with so many challenging aspects of life on a day-to-day basis. And I couldn't imagine that because we've been so fortunate and we have an amazing life.
Yeah. No, I agree.
We do. I love it so much. And so that is why we've gotten to this point in our relationship where my biggest fear isn't any of the things that some other people who date terrible people have to deal with. It's you dying, which is sad.
Very sad. And
Does anybody
very
else
scary.
feel that? Yeah. Does anybody else feel that? Or what's your biggest concern that you have in relationships? Because I'm only seeing it from this perspective where, again, I'm very fortunate that I have a great significant other.
If your biggest concern is them cheating on you, it's probably time to leave.
Yeah. Cheating, bad. If you're with a cheater or you are a cheater, get out. Get out. And on that sad note, the last one I've got that reassures me that I'm in a very comfortable and loving and safe relationship is that I still cry every single time you go on a trip. Every time.
Yeah, this one's crazy. I can't believe she loves me that much. It's kind of crazy.
Really? You can't believe I love you that much?
It's insane.
What does that mean?
But I really appreciate it because when she does drop me off at the airport, it's very like it's one of those. It's like when we like part ways, and then when I do come back home, it's like us seeing each other for the first time ever, and it's fantastic. I love that feeling. I hate the feeling of leaving, but I love the feeling of coming back home. And so I think it's very sad when you do cry, and it hurts me to leave every single time, but it's also a good thing sometimes.
Well, yeah, absence makes the heart grow fonder. However, I don't know what it is. You've traveled for the last 2.5 years almost.
You cry every single time.
Every single time. It's like, I know you're just going to be gone for a couple nights, but I think knowing that I'm just going to be here alone, which I do value my alone time, and I love spending time with Sylvie. I love it. But it's hard. It's hard because I always drop you off, and knowing that we're together, and then you have to go. And you're going to be gone, and that's fine, and that's okay. But it just, I don't know what it is. I think I have major separation anxiety, which I don't know if that's a good thing, but that shows that, you know, obviously I want your company, that I want to be around you, that I care enough to want to be around you.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing, I think. But it's also a sad thing because I gotta, you know, it's like you're crying, so I have to make sure that you're
like,
okay.
bye, bitch. You leave.
And I hate
you just
leaving,
leave. You have
right?
to, like, you have to.
It makes
leave.
it 10 times harder leaving because I know you're crying.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the only I would. Yeah.
Do you ever cry? Are you a crier?
I am. I'm a crier when it comes to like if we were leaving for a longer period of time, then I'd be like very upset. Like there's been times where I get stuck somewhere because of external forces, weather, cancellations, whatever it may be, and I have to spend
outage.
I have to spend an extra day, 2, or whatever it may be, and it's like so frustrating that I can't I don't have any control. And when I lose control, that's when I lose my emotions.
Yeah. I think there was one, oh, you know what? The one time I really remember you crying and being upset when you had to leave was when we got back from India and I'd been sick, and we just like re-entered this big new honeymoon phase, and you had to leave. Yeah. You had to go what, Vegas or something, or Arizona for like 4 or 5 days.
Yes, I did have to go to Arizona.
Yeah, that was the worst.
Mm-hmm.
That was hard.
That was tough because I was going to be gone the whole week. So we had just gotten home, and then I was gone again.
I hate. Yeah. I remember, like, I initially kind of pushed you to get a traveling job because I knew it would be good for you.
Yeah.
And you've learned so much traveling hacks. Like, it's been great. You've built up points. Like, you've learned a lot about booking flights, about taking flights, like all the things. You take advantage fully of the Delta Sky Club.
Yep.
But it is very hard still. All that aside, it's so hard for me still, even when you go somewhere, because we usually do all our things together. And I mean, I think I didn't want to push you in the direction of taking this job, but it's been a good experience.
It's good.
So, any of my girlies, does your significant other travel? If so, how do you feel about it? Because I hate it. So K2 is gone all the time. All the time, literally. Like, he travels every single week, pretty much, and I despise it. It makes me feel lonely, but not, you know, after I get in a groove of it, it's okay. Like, it's manageable. Yeah. But then, you know, however much time has passed, I'm really excited to come pick you up at the airport.
It's my favorite time of the week.
It's favorite time of the week?
Yes.
Speaking of favorite time of the week.
Guess what? It's time for question of the week.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Let's go. Thank you for submitting your questions to www.halfpastshot.com. This question comes from somebody who is Hindu and Catholic, okay?
Okay.
They are going to get married. They're going to have a Hindu ceremony and a Catholic ceremony. And they are worried about how much it's going to cost. And neither of their parents can pay for the wedding. And so they ask, from your experience filming weddings, what are some financial hacks for throwing great weddings at a low cost?
I think the biggest thing is that knowing it's not about things, right? It's about the people. Quality over quantity.
Cut the cost on the venue.
Yeah, cut the cost on the venue. And I guess all the things that some people try and convince you that you need to have. You know, you don't need to have top of the line decorations, or some people even do fake flowers. I mean, again, it's all about what you want, but there are so many ways that you can cut costs. You can take a little shortcut.
Well, my number one thing is the venue. If you can find a venue that you can get for $1,000, if that means getting tents in your backyard, that is a venue.
To that point, I think it's important that the two of you really hone in on what you want and start to figure out what that looks like. And okay, this is what it could look like at this place that's really expensive. However, it could be more intimate and more personal. Some of our favorite weddings have been backyard weddings where it's so personal to the couple. Like it's their uncle's or their grandma's home on a lake, or like, you know, not everybody has that, but it's so cool when you can do stuff like that, when you can make it more personal. And that doesn't always mean more expensive.
I 100% agree with that. But then there are situations where it might rain, or it's too cold, or it's too hot to be outside. So in those situations, there are definitely hotels that have ballrooms that go for like $2, $3, $4 and it's way better than actually getting a full venue.
Some of the venues like that, oh my gosh, I remember when we started wedding planning, ridiculous,
Very
like
expensive.
25, 30 grand. And then on top of that, they're like, oh, you have to use our catering and bar services. And I was like, but I don't want to use your catering or bar services. And it would be like $75 a plate. Absolutely not.
Yeah. Spend the money on the food, but don't get like, you don't have to get plate service. Plate's going to be if you're going to pay per plate, it's like $85 minimum. It's way too expensive to have the amount of people that you're most likely going to have if it's an Indian wedding. And so it's just think about those things. Food is a great place to spend your money. Food, video, photo. If you can't do photo, or if you can't do video, make sure you get good photos, because those will stay with you forever. And I guess in terms of photos, there's definitely photographers out there that will be a good price. You don't have to get the most expensive photographer in the world.
Yeah.
There's always budget photographers out there that are going to be grateful for business. And so try and find those and work with them to see if that's the kind of quality that you want.
Yeah, to that point, it will take some exploring on your end, because it's not super easy to find a photographer, because there's so many photographers. It's very saturated. So you need to be able to figure out what kind of style you like. And if you really like them, you know, see where they're located. Try and find a local photographer. Don't book somebody that's like out of state, because that's just going to add to the cost.
Yeah.
So you want to find somebody that's local or in your city or whatever. You know, see if they have a website, email them, and then find maybe like 5 more, and then compare all those prices and figure out if that works for you guys or not.
I guess the only other thing to consider when it comes to like cutting cost is think about getting a Costco cake.
Oh, I love Costco cake.
I've been to so many weddings where they get Costco cake as their wedding cake, and it saved them so much money. If you get a specific wedding cake, it's going to cost you triple, quadruple the amount that a Costco cake will.
And everybody loves Costco cake, and it's massive.
Yeah.
I mean, those are some of our tips.
DIY as much as you can.
Oh yeah. Like we know a lot of people who've DIY'd lots of parts of their weddings. Like somebody that we know had their own photo booth that they set, or not photo booth, but like a selfie station or like a something. But it was really neat. Instead of having, you know, pay like $5,000 for somebody to come out and like set up a station, all they needed was like a backdrop. And then they had a Polaroid like with a table in front of it, so they could take their own pictures with their sign in the back. So it's stuff like that. We try and think logically. Okay, is this something I can do? If not, let's find somebody to do this, and really figuring that out for what you guys want.
Thanks for asking the question. If you have another question, make sure you go to www.
Are you on drugs?
www.halfpastshot.com.
You like might be on drugs.
We have one more announcement that we want to make sure we share. Once we hit 5K subs, which is right about less than 100 away, guys.
Yeah, we're like 90 away or 80 away.
We're announcing merch that we will be releasing on a specific day, and we're so excited.
We're announcing that date once we hit 5K subs. So share this with your friends, with your family, with your loved ones, with your pets. Maybe not your pets. But subscribe, please, because we love that you're here.
If you made it this far, comment Hallie slaps the K2. A reminder, we have a website, like I said, www.halfpastshot.com. You can go there. We love you, Half Past crew. We thank you for your support. And as always, we'll see you next Monday at Half pass, ja.
Please comment Suketu's on drugs. Thank you. Not that last one that you said. We don't condone that.
Hallie yells at me. She's gonna yell at me right after we end this podcast.
Do you want lunch?
I'm so hungry.
I'm hungry. Ich bin hungrig. That means I am hungry in German.